and welcome to the Direct Selling Success Podcast. I'm Anna Green, and I'm here to share with you tips, tricks, and training on network marketing done right. Thank you for listening.
Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday Live. I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. I'm going to apologise now because right outside my window, and it's rather warm here, so I've got the window open, there's somebody emptying a van of very noisy things. So if there's any banging in the background, there we go, there's again. I do apologise. But anyway, never mind. Welcome to Wednesday Live. I'm here today to talk to you about how much you believe you can reach your goals. And the reason that I want to talk about this is because it's not talked about enough. I know so many people who say, I want to go for this big goal, and they never get there. And the reason isn't because they're not working towards it. Well, sometimes it is. The reason that they're not getting there isn't because of their ability. It's because they literally don't believe they can do it. So they hold themselves back. Morning. Oh, loads of you on this morning. Morning, Janine. Morning. Oh, good grief. You're all flying past me today. Morning, Katie. Morning, Jan. Hello, Leanne. Hello, Mahmuda. Hello, Helen. Hello, Sam. Oh, so many of you today. Morning, Elaine. Hello, hello. Yeah, because actually, I think this is really important. And I remember back in my days in network marketing, starting in this business, I never thought I would make it on stage, right to the top of the company. I never thought I could do that. I came into the business wanting a little bit of extra money. I wanted my identity back. And I went to my first conference and saw this amazing lady getting recognition for these amazing things on stage, and she'd reached the top of this company. And I'm thinking, well, do you know what? I'd love that. That's my goal. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. But never really believing that I could. You know, it's not possible for someone like me. I'm never going to be able to do something like that. Self-doubt is my biggest hurdle. Yeah, Leanne, you are not the only one. I can guarantee that you are not the only one. Tracy, oh, thank you very much about my hair. I have straightened it. Yes. Is it belief in ourselves that holds us back? A belief in what we are selling? There's still belief. And it was going to be different for everybody. It's whether or not you believe what you can do is capable, is achievable for you, and that you are capable of doing it. It could be belief that you're not good enough. It could be belief that you think that success is going to change you, or that you don't deserve it, or it could be that you don't believe that people see the value in your products, or you think they're too expensive, or you think that your audience think they're too expensive. Belief, like Helen just said there, is everything. Right, I'm going for a trip, and in the final month, I know I can do it. I believe I can. Oh, exciting. Yeah, this is the thing. The power of belief is so amazing. But it works both ways. If you don't believe you can do something, oh, I'll never achieve that, or I can't do it, or I'm really struggling, or, you know, all of those things, if you don't believe you can't do it, you won't do it. It's just how it is. Joe's watching from holiday. Good grief. Joe, that is commitment to a cause. Yeah, believing that I can do it has meant we can go on holidays like this. Yeah. So when I first started this business, Direct Selling Success, I did not believe that I could make a success of this business. I didn't believe that I could get people to buy this thing, because I didn't think that people would want to buy it. I didn't believe that I was the person that people would want to learn from, even though I had proof that I'd had this amazing business of my own. But why would people want to come and spend money with me? I didn't value what I did, so I had my prices ridiculously low. I didn't put myself out there enough because I didn't think people would want to hear. What is best to do is sometimes you believe and sometimes you don't. I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. Yeah, so it's so important that we work on this element, because you can know all the stuff. You know, you can learn all the things. You can watch what other people are doing and emulate what they're doing, and learn from the best in this industry. And you can go out and take action. But if you don't believe you can do it, what you're learning is pointless. What you are emulating won't be the same as what the other person is doing to get the success. And the actions you're taking won't be the right ones. Or they will be ones that you don't believe are going to work, so therefore they won't work. Our brains are just so weird, right? Deborah says, posting a TikTok of my last 5-star incentive, manifesting my next. I've been posting pictures of conferences because I want to talk at someone's conference next year. That's what I'm doing. Because, again, belief, I never believed that a company would want me to come and talk at their conference. I never believed it. And the day that I started to believe it was the day I got a random phone call out of the blue from a company who wanted me to talk at their conference. How weird is that? So I've started putting it out there more, and I'm going to get more. It works. Belief works, all right? I don't know how it works, but it does. Something to do with psychology, I reckon. Psychology, or if you're woo, magic. Either way. So it's all well and good knowing what you should be doing, and all well and good knowing all the things, but if you don't actually believe you can do it, you're never going to do it. So what I want you to do is a little exercise, okay? I want you to realise when you don't believe you can do something. Right, and it's just a little thing that you can do. Just, imagine your goal, your big goal that you want, that next big thing, that really big thing. Or let me give you an example. For some of you out here, you'll be coming to my Make £1,000 in 7 days masterclass at 1 p.m. today. Okay, if you're going to come on that masterclass, if you're going to go and get your big goal, if you want £1,000 in 7 days, and you're going to come on that masterclass and go, can't do that. That's not going to happen. Why are you coming? For one. And if you believe that you won't do it, you won't do it because you won't put the right action in place. You won't push yourself. You won't try new things. You've got this can't attitude, this thing that's going to hold you back, right? And you can get around these things. You can change that pattern that you've fallen into of that it's not for me, no way, all those things. Deborah's doing it, Hannah can't wait. It's just important to recognise. So if for example, you've just like, Helen, I've got this trip. There's a trip been launched. Or you want that next leadership position, the next big thing, right? How much do you believe that's going to happen? Right? Sit down with your thoughts and think honestly with yourself, yeah, I can see myself sat on that trip. I can see myself on that stage at conference. I can see myself having that team. This is what it's going to be like. Or is there a little bit of doubt there? I mean, a little bit of doubt, that's okay. But if there's a, I'd love it, but, the big buts. I'd love it, but, or, I can do it, but something always comes up. I want you to notice those. I want you to notice the buts. I've been talking with a lot of people this week about big buts. Probably going to get banned from Facebook for saying that now. But it's important to recognise. So the exercise is just to sit down with your goal and really think about it. I have self-doubt. I have a big goal for the end of this year, and I doubt. Doubt's fine, up to a point. But if that doubt stops you from taking the action, that's when it becomes a problem, right? And that's the belief cycle side of things. So the belief cycle, to change it, it's quite a simple idea, but not easy in practice. So you all have, in your heads, a belief cycle, and it's either spinning one way or the other. And this will be a different belief cycle for everything. Now, I don't believe that I will ever skydive, right? So my belief cycle for skydiving is like, I'm never doing that. It's too scary. It's way out of my comfort zone. I don't like heights. It'll make me feel sick. I'll fall to the ground and I'll smash to smithereens. I'm not doing it, right? That is my belief cycle. There is no way on earth that I want to change that. But if I did, I could. I don't want to. So my belief cycle for that, every time I think about skydiving, the belief cycle gets worse. So it starts to spin in a negative spiral because I'm thinking to myself and I'm telling myself all those things that I've just told you. I'm never going to be able to do it. There's no way you'll get me up in that plane. I'm not jumping out of there. It's too scary. It's too frightening. I'm going to hurt myself. I'll be sick. All the things, right? So every time I tell myself those things, I am reinforcing the belief that I'm never going to skydive. Okay? Spinning round and round and round and cycling into that pit of That is never going to happen. Some of you might feel like that with certain things in your business, maybe not quite so dramatic, but it might be. Maybe it'd be like a tiny bit, and that's fine too. But there's that belief cycle there. However, with my business, I have a different belief cycle. So with my business, this business, Direct Selling Success, my belief cycle is going the other way. It's got on a positive spin. So I want this goal. I know I can get this goal because I've proved to myself that I can get other goals. It might be slightly out of reach, but actually I've seen other people do this that are similar to me, so that actually I can do this. So I'm going to take an action and I'm going to see the results from that action and go, actually that's a little bit closer to my goal. Even if it's a no, or even if it's a nobody comes on 1 o'clock on my course and nobody turns up, it's still a positive because I've put it on and I've done the work, and actually I'm closer to my goal, right? And I'm spinning that belief cycle the other way. So it's not like my skydiving belief cycle. Hannah, I know I'm never skydiving either. But do you get my point? I'm scared of dogs. Well, I'm not scared of dogs, but I'm scared of dogs. That dog's barking, that's really scary. However, when I see a dog barking, I think it's a positive because he's quite excited to see me. Other people might think, oh, that's really scary, that dog's barking. Oh no, it's got big teeth. Oh, that's really scary. And the belief cycle starts to prove to yourself what you're telling yourself is becoming correct, because that dog is then more scary. And because you're frightened, the dog is frightened, and therefore the dog gets more barky and anxious, and it makes your belief cycle go the other way, and then you'll hate dogs forever. But you can turn it around by finding a nice cute dog and maybe standing next to it for a while that isn't quite so scary, and actually seeing and believing that actually that dog's okay. And then maybe you'd see another dog and go, actually that dog's quite calm as well, and it's quite nice, and actually it's got these cute little ears that's quite sweet. And you start to turn the belief cycle the other way. Same with your business, right? So your business, if you believe that you can get that goal, you're going to take positive action towards it. You're going to be more inclined to take that positive action and see whatever result you get from that positive action as more positive than if you don't believe you can do it. So if you don't believe that you can hit a goal, I don't know, that trip, that incentive trip that's just been launched, now there's no way I'm going on that. So you don't take the action because you know there's no way you're going on it. Or you think, that'd be really nice and I'd really like to go on it, but it's not for the likes of me. Or whatever it might be going through your head, the belief cycle goes this way. So when you take an action towards going on that trip, because you're all excited but you don't think you're going to do it anyway, it's moving this way because you're looking at that action going, well, that didn't work, so there's no point doing that anymore. And you might not have that attitude, but it might be that attitude somewhere in the thought processes, those little beetles in your brain telling you that, well, what's the point? So I might as well not bother going for it because I'm not going to get it anyway. Whereas somebody who believes they're going to get that trip and can see themselves on that beach is going to do everything possible to turn that belief cycle the other way. I took the action. Yeah, it wasn't the action that I wanted, didn't get the results that I wanted. I'm going to go again. And I'm going to get this thing. And I'm going to build and going to grow. And I'm going to make those sales. And I'm going to take the action. And actually that action is going to get me where I need to be. Spins the other way around. And even if you don't get the trip, because your belief cycle is so strong, it's like, well, I didn't get the trip, but I'll get it next year. I didn't get the trip, but actually I've earned all this money along the way. It's just two different ways round. One's going this way, one's going this way. And we just need to flip it. And I know it's like just need to flip it, but it's just practice. If you practice looking at a situation you're in with your business, I don't know, I got a no this morning. Somebody didn't want to join my mastermind. Goodness me. Once upon a time, that would have bothered me. Once upon a time, I'd have got that no and it'd have been, well, nobody wants it. This is going to be really hard to sell. I'm going to really struggle to sell this now. I'm not going to get the numbers on it I want. And my belief cycle would have started to go down that spiral. Whereas this morning, it's like, no, well, that's fine because it's not right for them. And actually, it's not right for them and that's okay, because they probably wouldn't get the results that I need them to get on this for me to make it worthwhile for them. So that's okay. Spin, right? So it's looking at that thought that you're having and flipping the response you have to it each time to begin to turn that belief cycle in the other way. Jan says, I changed my belief recently and things have changed for the better already. Yeah, and it can be just a little tweak, but it's keeping up with those tweaks, consistently keeping up with the tweaks. And to do that, there's some tips I've got for you. One is to surround yourself with the right people. The right people are so important. If you are all surrounded by these people who are bringing you down or telling you can't do the things, they're not the ones to talk to about these things, right? Surround yourself with people who are building you up, who are positive mindset. Ideally, people who get what you're doing. And if they don't get what you're doing, they're supportive of what you're doing. I don't mean knocking everybody else out of your life. Just don't talk to them about this thing. Okay? Keep it completely separate. The best advice I was ever given, that, honestly, the people in your life are there for a reason, and that reason might not be to support your business, and that's okay. Find the people who are there to support your business. Keep training on belief and mindset. Super key. It doesn't have to be like the woo-woo stuff. It doesn't have to be a professional coach. It's just keeping inspired and motivated and getting those positive impacts, those positive responses going and flowing. So that could be like being as part of your team. It could be being part of something like this and keeping watching things like this, YouTube videos, podcasts, anything like that you can keep listening to over and over again, or keep surrounding yourself with. This was the reason I always went to the team meetings. Every time I could get on a team meeting, I went, because they filled me with that positive energy, that excitement. If you haven't got that, find that from here, from someone else, wherever. Okay, so important. And then visualize. If you are a visual person, imagine the success. Journal your success, vision boards, mantras, quotes on your wall. I had a little quote on my wall every single day for years and years and years. Today is going to be a good day because I'm going to make it a good day. And it was sat on my wall and I saw it every morning, and every day I had a good day. Bad things happened during the days, but how I responded to them changed because of my mindset and my belief, all right? And then consistency and all those things. You know, keep going. And if something makes you have a blip, it's a blip. You carry on. It doesn't mean that it's not working. It just means that that wheel is started to spin the other way a little bit, but you just need to keep going to spin it the other way. It's not an instant thing, isn't this? We can all have down days, we can all have bad days, we can all have disasters in our business, in our life, whatever. But it's that keeping working on that belief, that cycle of turning it the right way will totally change how quick you come out of blips, whatever. But it really will. Oh, thank you, Helen. Live is bang on. Shoot for the moon, says Deborah. Yeah. Jan says that's so true. I really want to get to one of our incentives trips, but, big but, really believed I couldn't do it. We need to work on that, Jan. We need to work on that. I like the idea of a spinning wheel rather than being black and white. Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it spins fast and sometimes it spins not so fast and sometimes it goes backwards like on rewind. And that's fine because you can always fast forward it again. Shows how old I am. Fabulous. Right, I'm going to go because in 10 minutes time in the Success Lounge we are having a follow-up guided implementation session where we're all going to follow up with people and believe that we're following up for our big goals. Hannah says, I'm working towards an urban retreat dressing gown this month. Ooh, I love that sort of freebie. Tell you what is the best freebie? No, what is the most random freebie you have won from your company or achieved from your company? Mine was a pack of logoed paper tissues, a cake tin that imprinted the logo on top of a cake while it baked. I've won a logoed toaster that printed the imprint on a toaster, a logoed toilet roll. We had some really random things back in the day, really random. A toothbrush with the logo on, that was great. We weren't even a beauty brand, it was hilarious. Anyway, time to go. And if you need any help with this belief stuff, this is what I do. I instill belief in people without the woo. I don't do the woo. But yeah, come and have a chat, because there's all sorts that I can help you with. Whether that is in the £9 Success Seekers Academy membership, or whether it is in my next mastermind. Have fun this Wednesday. See you soon.